So I've been getting a lot of questions from Americans who want to visit Canada and are kind of asking me what's going on with the US border. And it finally seems like we have updates. It finally seems like after a year and a half of craziness, things are going to open up again. Yeah, so check this out. This is from the New York Times. A border reopening at least one way. And some travel tips. We're not going to look at the travel tips, but let's see what's happening. Canada said this week that most restrictions on fully vaccinated American travelers will be lifted in early August. But the US extended its border closure. Now this is actually from the last week of July, so I got something more recent. This is today, yesterday, August 2nd. In call with Biden, Trudeau talks trade, border collaboration, Olympic soccer. Shout out to the Canadian women's team, by the way, for beating America. Canada has decided to begin allowing fully vaccinated US citizens and permanent residents next week. So it's happening. Americans, we're welcoming you back. The border, we're opening. Things are happening. It's finally over. Wait, but the White House has not reciprocated. What? Come on, White House, come on. Friendly Canadians can't come to visit. You know, it's strange because we have a higher vaccination rate. So if it's the vaccines we're waiting on, like we have more people vaccinated than the United States does per capita. And I believe we have less cases too. I mean, like cases are very under control here. And I don't know, I've been hearing about spikes in Florida and all these different states that have all these cases coming in America. So yeah, that's kind of strange that we're opening it to Americans and they're like, okay, thanks, but you can't come in from Canada. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas Day and you're giving each other gifts. You're like, oh yeah, here's your new tennis racket that I got you for Christmas. And then they're like, oh, thanks. You don't need your gift. Yeah, that's okay. I'll keep your gift too. I'm going to keep both of these gifts. That's okay. Am I wrong? I don't know. Maybe the White House has a reason. I mean, I know the White House, you got a lot to think about. You know, it's a strange time for travel. I'm not going to prejudge them too quickly or whatever, but it would have been nice to have the chance to visit New York City this summer. I mean, we can still fly. Flights have been there. This is like something a lot of people don't understand. Flights never closed. Not only essential reasons, like I'm going to go visit my family, but as far as I know, like you could always fly. It's just these quarantine restrictions. Like as a Canadian, if I fly to New York for a weekend and then come home, I would then have to quarantine for 2 weeks in my own apartment by law or face a huge fine if you break that. So it was the like return restrictions. And for some country, it's arrival restrictions too. Like you got to quarantine when you arrive somewhere too. So that was what made it crazy. But you know, a lot of people live close to the border. So for those people, driving is really the best option. And it's good to have this back. And it'll be good to get the US border opening for us too. But this is strange. This is the reason I had the New York Times article, because it says, yeah, so the US is not reciprocating. Its land borders with Canada and Mexico will remain closed until at least August 21st. Then it says, though a never fully explained loophole enables Canadians to enter for any reason, including sunny winter holidays, remains in effect. So what's that even mean? So a never fully explained loophole. Okay, so the border's closed, and then you drive there, and they ask you what you're doing, and you say, I'm on a sunny winter holiday. And then they say, go right ahead, sir. Like, what kind of border restriction is that? That doesn't make any sense. Do you guys feel that way when you look at these restrictions? You're like who thought of this? Did anyone like give 2 seconds logical thought to what they're doing here? Oh, but that's another That's another ramble for another day. But yeah, I just wanted to make a little update video because I know there's a lot of people out there who are waiting for this border to open. So Americans, like, it looks like, what were they saying? Next week. Yeah, it was saying next week you'll be able to come here. But just like wait for the confirmation article. Like wait until you literally have seen someone say it's open. Because we've kind of been seeing this for a year and a half now. Like I remember last summer, like last June, last July, they would say, border closure extended another 30 days. They kept doing that over and over. 30 days, 30 days, 30 days. June, July, August, September. And it was clear that like, well, it wasn't clear to everyone, but it was clear to me, like they had no intention of actually opening it up. They were just like, 30 more days, 30 more days, 30 more days. It's like a kid is on timeout and the parents say, and they ask the parent, how long do I need to stay in my room? And the parent says, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. And then next thing you know, like it's bedtime and they got to stay there overnight anyway. The point is, good news could be on the horizon, but as with so many things during this crazy year we've lived through, crazy year and a half, it's not over until it's actually over. So keep an eye out for that.